Hey guys, so I am making a video with a very greasy head because I haven't washed my hair today. Sorry. Today I'm going to be filming a favorites video of all my favorites from January because I have quite a few. I also decided to not just make it beauty. There's also a lot of other stuff in there as well, just because I want to make it interesting to all my audiences. So yeah, there's like my favorite movies, my favorite songs, my favorite food, my favorite makeup, my favorite shoes, just a bit of everything. And yeah, I have seriously been loving all this stuff. So yeah, enjoy the video. So I'm gonna start off with my favorite album and my favorite song for January. An album that I've been loving and I've had on replay this whole month of January is, let me find, Starboy by The Weeknd. I never really listened to The Weeknd before he brought out this album. I mean, I listened to his like singles and stuff, but I listened to this album and it is so good. So I'll tell you my favorite songs from the album. So I like Rockin', I like Secrets, Stargirl Interlude, A Lonely Night. A Lonely Night is probably my favorite. I love it and I Feel It Coming. I'll play A Lonely Night for you guys. That is one of my favorite songs from the album, and then I'm just gonna do my favorite song in general. One that stands out to me is, I think this song's quite old, but I heard it and I was like, I freaking love this. It is Good Grief by Bastille. So that is my favorite music of January. Let me know if you check it out. I'll leave the links to the songs down below. So now onto my favorite movies. I have two favorite movies that I want to talk about because I went on holiday to Singapore in January. I watched them while I was on the plane, and the two movies that I watched and the two movies that I love and that are my favorite. The first one is American Beauty. It's quite an old film. It came out in 2000, I think, I want to say, maybe even before that, but it's such a good movie. I'll read the plot summary to you guys. Okay, this is the plot from IMDb. Burnham is suffering a midlife crisis that affects the lives of members of his family, which is made up of his super bitch wife, Carolyn, and rebelling daughter, Jane, who hates him. Carolyn is a real estate agent, a little too wrapped up in her job, who takes on an affair with business rival Buddy Kane. Meanwhile, Jane seems to fall in love with Ricky Fitz, the strange boy next door, who is a drug dealer / documentarian and lives under the roof, governed by a very strict Marine father and a speechless mother. Lester's midlife crisis causes him to drastically change his life around when he quits his job and works at a fast food restaurant. He starts working out to gain the attention of Angela, a friend of Jane's, who brags about her sexual exploits every weekend. Lives change, and not for the best. I watched American Beauty about like 5 times, and every time I just seem to love it more and more. The first time I watched it, I didn't know what to expect and I was like, this is pretty weird. But trust me, it's really good. I think it's rated MA, so if you're under like 15, don't watch it. But if you haven't seen it and you're older than 15, please watch it. My second favorite movie that I watched coming back home is Catch Me If You Can. I'm gonna find the synopsis for it. It's got Leonardo DiCaprio and Tom Hanks in it, and it's a really good movie. It's based on a true story, and it is just a really good storyline. It's so good. The true story of Frank Abagnale Jr., which is played by Leonardo DiCaprio, who before his 19th birthday successfully conned millions of dollars worth of checks as a Pan Am pilot, doctor, and legal prosecutor. Maybe I like it because Leonardo DiCaprio is in it, but it's really good. Please give it a watch. I've never heard anyone really talk about it, but it's such a good movie. I recommend it to everyone. So now on to my just like random favorites. So I'm gonna do my favorite food right now. Favorite food right now is rice crackers. I never used to like rice crackers, but now I'm like really into them. These are the ones I've been loving. I've been loving the peckish rice crackers in sour cream and chai flavor. They're just really good, and they're pretty healthy, and they're also low in calories, which is good. So yeah. My favorite shoes. I've been loving these this month. This is my Puma classic suede shoes. These are so comfy and they're just super last year Puma killed the shoe game and they just brought out so many nice shoes, and I think they're better than Adidas and Nike at the moment. Just look how cute they are. They're so cute, they're so comfy, and they go with everything. They're pretty cheap. They're not as expensive as Nike or Adidas. So if you're looking for a new pair of shoes, hit Puma up because they're really good and I love them. and they have a lot of colors. I was gonna get white, but then I decided to get this color. They also have red and blue. Red is really cute because I tried red on just to check the sizing, and red actually looked really good on, but I didn't go with red because I didn't think it would suit a lot of my outfits. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get black because black is my favorite color. I'm kidding, pink is my favorite color, but I wear a lot of black. Now onto makeup favorites. I have two makeup favorites that I've been loving in January. The first one is a foundation. This is the Kat Von D Lock-It foundation, and I know this is like raved about everywhere, but you can't buy it in Australia, or at least where I live. And when I was in Singapore, they had it in Sephora, and I was like, you are mine. And this is in the color Light. This is such a good foundation. It's very full coverage, which I do like. Some days I don't wear full coverage every day, but I do like it on some days, and it is so good and it lasts all day, which is something I look for in a foundation. I don't know about you, but I hate when you put on a foundation and then you look at yourself in the mirror like 4 hours later and you're like, what happened to my face? And that never happens with this. It stays on all day and I freaking love it. It's so good. I don't usually spend a lot of money on makeup. I usually stick to like drugstore, but I feel like with foundation it's okay to splurge. I use this sponge to blend this, like a damp sponge, and it works really well. It's so flawless. The next makeup product I've been loving is the NYX Lingerie liquid lipstick in Bedtime Flirt. I use this every day. I'm wearing it right now. It's just my go-to. It's pretty natural and the formula is so lovely. It's such a good formula. It's not too drying, it lasts a long time, and it just looks really good. I find with liquid lipsticks, they tend to settle in the lines of your lips, whereas this one doesn't really do that, and it's really good. And also if you're kissing a lot of people, it doesn't tend to come off, which is really good. I think I got this from Target for about $10, so yeah, love it, love it. Now onto skincare. I don't know about you, but I have really troublesome skin. I've had horrible acne in my past. I was on Accutane a few years ago and to sort of help my acne, but sometimes it does come back even after going on pretty hardcore medication for it, and gave me a sample of some niacinamide serum, and I started using it when my skin started getting bad again, and it worked so well. It made my skin flawless. Anyway, before Christmas it ran out and he doesn't make it anymore, and I was freaking out because I was like, what do I do? Because I knew that was the thing that was making my skin really nice, and he stopped selling it, so I was like freaking out a little bit. So I went on the internet to try to find any other niacinamide serums. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. And I came across this one. This is the ASAP B Super Complex Niacinamide Serum. This is amazing, makes my skin so nice. I have very dull, just not nice looking skin, and this makes it look so flawless. It gets rid of all my acne, it maintains oiliness, it doesn't make my skin oily, and it just makes your skin look really nice. I love it. Next thing I'm going to be talking about is a perfume. I am not really a huge perfume person. I just buy one perfume and then just use that every day. But my boyfriend recently went on holiday to England and he came back and he had bought me some stuff, and one of the things he got me is this Victoria's Secret Paris perfume, and it's a little rollerball, as you can see, and you just put it on your wrists and stuff like that, and this stuff smells so freaking good. With Victoria's Secret, I find that their body mists are very similar and they're very sweet, and I'm not too keen on them, probably because a girl at my school used to wear them every single day and she used to just spray it all over. She literally used to drown herself in Victoria's Secret spray, and I just got sick of it, and every time I smelled like someone wearing Victoria's Secret, it just made me think of her. So if you have a Victoria's Secret near you, definitely check this out. When I first put it on my wrist, I was like, okay, this kind of smells like everything else, but after 2 minutes I was like moving around and I could smell it, and I was like, what is that smell? Then I realized it was this, and it smells so good. So thank you, my boyfriend, for buying me this. You have good taste. So that, everybody, marks the end of my January favorites video. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Feel free to leave video suggestions down below, and if you have any comments, questions, whatever you like, leave them down below. I reply. I just want you to know that I read all your comments, even if I try to reply to all of them, but if I don't, I just want you to know that I read them all. You guys are so sweet, so cute. I just want to bring it in. Come here. I'm gonna hug you. Okay, that's weird because like you're not there and I look weird. Thank you so much for watching. Bye guys.